KitchenAid is one of the top names in kitchen appliances today. From major appliances like refrigerators to small countertop appliances like mixers. We take pride in selling high quality products to our customers. When people think of buying products for their kitchen, our company's name is one of the first that they think about. However, we cannot merely rest just because we're the leading brand in kitchen appliances. We need to continue to innovate so that our customers continue to see the value of the KitchenAid brand. This is the entire motive behind doing this dream pitch. In this pitch, we want to highlight 3 possible products for the future and 3 advertisements for these products so that KitchenAid can continue to innovate and increase our market share in the kitchen appliances segment. As we look into our future, we want to begin to focus on things that improve our products for our consumers. One of the main things that we want to focus on is convenience for our customers. When looking back on the past decade, we can see that consumers are looking for more convenience in all areas of their life. So, we want to begin to focus on making products that will make life even more convenient for our consumers.
One of KitchenAid's many countertop appliances is a slow cooker. Slow cookers are very useful products. You toss a bunch of ingredients in, and bam, you have a meal. However, there is room for improvement, as slow cookers have remained much the same since being created. So, let's break down its components and see what can be improved upon. The slow cooker has the following components. Internally, we have the ceramic vessel in which the ingredients go, the controls, the frame, the handles, the lid, and the electrical plug. Externally, we have the ingredients themselves, the person using the slow cooker, and the power source, or the wall outlet. So, what can we do to make this product better? Slow cookers are mainly used for making large meals or for meal prepping. One bothersome thing with slow cookers is that you may want to make multiple meals, either when meal prepping or dealing with picky kids. Using the multiplication template, we can multiply the slow cooker into 2 separate slow cookers, still under the same overall frame. Each smaller slow cooker would have individual controls as well, so as to control different temperatures and cook times. We call it the double cooker. This new product will be beneficial to home cookers as they can now prepare 2 meals in their slow cooker simultaneously. This will be feasible to design as well because the technology exists already. It simply needs to be shrunk in size slightly and create 2 slow cookers within the same frame. This advertisement was created using the inversion template and truly highlights the benefit of the double cooker in a creative way. The ad shows a skeleton in a chair next to their slow cooker. The tagline reads, "Still waiting for your 4th meal prep to be ready?" The ad exaggerates the fact that cooking 4 meals takes so long, you'll die waiting for them to be done. Even though this would clearly never happen, it highlights the fact that the new double cooker can help cut down cooking times by cooking 2 things at once.
As we have moved through this current decade, one trend has defined it, and we believe that this trend will continue to define the 2020s. And that trend is that we believe that consumers want convenience. From the evolution of the smartphone to the smart home, consumers are wanting their products to do as many different things as they can. So we at KitchenAid want to extend that to the gourmet coffee making process. Gourmet coffee has been all the rage recently because of how good the coffee tastes versus that of a regular drip coffee maker. The French press has been around since 1928 without much innovation, so we decided to innovate it to help make it more convenient for customers. Currently, if you want to enjoy a gourmet cup of coffee via the French press method, it is a very involved process that involves using a grinder to grind the beans, the French press itself, and pouring in water. So we have decided to try and combine 2 of the tasks in this process. Using the task unification template, we have decided to add the task of the grinder, which is to grind the coffee beans, to the French press. We believe that this will have many benefits for the customer. Not only will it help make the coffee making process more efficient, it will help the customer keep their coffee making space cleaner as well. The internal components of a current French press coffee maker are the handle, the plunger, the filter, the beaker, the base, and the lid. The external components are the coffee beans that the person is using, their grinder, the person using the French press, their water, and the temperature of the water. What we are proposing is taking the grinder from the external environment and bringing it into the internal environment of the French press. To advertise this new product, we will place ads in magazines such as HGTV. It will be a full-page ad that will use the activation template to help get the customers involved. The ad will start off as an ad with a brown background and feature coffee beans, and the ad will have a pull tab that when it is pulled will reveal the ground coffee beans. The ad will also have a headline which reads French press without the mess and has a subhead that reads Introducing the new grinder press by KitchenAid. We believe that this ad will do a good job of showing the new feature of the product, which is grinding the coffee beans for the user, while pointing people to who makes the product so that they know it has the quality that KitchenAid is known for.
In this BuzzFeed and tasty area of food videos on social media, we see that the trend is quick and accessible meals. At KitchenAid, we want to make that process a lot easier. Imagine combining two very useful technologies. One frustration that people often run into when using cutting board is having to run back and forth between their cabinets or their fridges to get spices, meats, or nuts, or whatever they're using to cook. Continuing with the trend of convenience, we want to help people make their cooking time more efficient by unifying the task of Tupperware, which is used to hold the function of the cutting board, which is cutting. Before we get into how this is going to work, we want to list the components of a cutting board. So the internal components of the cutting board are the cutting board itself. The external components of the cutting board are the person, the knife, the counter, and whatever they're cutting. For our advertisement, we want to make a video that could be distributed on multiple platforms. Imagine this. Let's say you want to make a dinner for tonight and tomorrow. So you go to the grocery store to buy all of your ingredients. Start cutting up all your vegetables on the cutting board. All of a sudden, there's not enough space. Now, your veggies are fighting for space on the cutting board. Then boom, all of your veggies fall on the floor. And you have to order takeout or spend another $80 at the grocery store. If you had a KitchenAid sliding cutting board, you could have just slid your vegetables into the built-in Tupperware compartment. Next time, you should get a KitchenAid.
With millennials taking advantage of minimalism, it is no surprise that many products have taken on a smaller shape and form with more impact. KitchenAid Mini is a similar component to attract the millennial market. The base product shown will include the dimensions of 7.6 inches by 6.2 inches by 5 inches, the base weight of 6.07 ounces, not including attachment tools. The first four attachments will be a frother attachment, whisk attachment, wire whip attachment, and masher attachment. The problem: too many kitchen tools and not enough space for them. It is a given that homes have reduced in size in recent years, mainly because of cost, but also because of functionality. With less space comes items that make clutter and that has seen as crowded. On average, Americans tend to have about 11 kitchen appliances. KitchenAid Mini encompasses 4 of those tools into one small concept, an efficient tool easily kept on your kitchen counter and easily accessible. KitchenAid Mini is an appliance that is compact and stainless steel so that it'll fit amongst any kitchen decor and style. The introduction of the Mini will begin with 4 add-on pieces and eventually turn into a full kitchen in one mini device. The components. The internal components are the stainless steel base, the stainless steel attachments, and buttons. The external components are the food material, temperature, the person, and the power source. To advertise this product, it'll be a comparison like ad similar to that of a paper towel commercial. We will have 2 actors. Actor A will be whipping cream for a cake by hand, and Actor B will be whipping cream using the KitchenAid Mini plus the wire whip attachment. The result will be that Actor B's cream will be a smoother, fluffier, and creamier than Actor A's. Actor A's bowl will then randomly blow up into flames. Actor B will then walk over to Actor A's screen with a fire extinguisher and hand them the KitchenAid Mini. This advertisement will use the inversion template, as it is hardly impossible to start a fire from using a handheld whisk. This ad will then fade to a black screen and say that the proof is in the pudding, or should we say in the cake whip. Then the logo for the KitchenAid Mini will pop up.